Utah Code Section 30-3-35 is the minimum suggested parent time or visitation schedule for a noncustodial parent in Utah. Now that you know this, you'll appreciate this question. Does the amended version of Title 30-3-35 take precedence over the old version of Section 30-3-35 that was in force at the time the decree was issued? Do you have to file through the courts to receive rights to these new amendments? That is a question that has persisted for years. There are good points on both sides of the argument. Some will argue that the version of the code section that existed at the time of the decree is set from that point forward. That makes sense. It was the only code section that existed at the time of the decree, so that is clearly what the parties intended to follow because it was all that the parties could follow. The other argument, however, is that if the parties did not state that the code section that existed in, say, 2013, the date the decree was entered, is the version the parties will follow, then if the parties merely state that they will follow 30-3-35, that means they will follow whatever form 30-3-35 takes and will adhere to it as it changes. So if the parties do not designate the particular year's version of the code section that applies, the version that they will follow not only now but in the future, I believe the best interpretation of a decree that states the parties shall abide by the provisions of 30-3-35 means that the parties will follow each version of 30-3-35 as it is revised over time.